Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined in studio today with Bryan Leonard, and we're going to do our continuing series of handicapping tips. And today, we're going to take a look at how you can use sharp books to increase your bankroll. Now, Bryan, this is something that, anybody that we know here in Vegas, all of our, friends and that, and around, outside of Vegas is great too. Everybody sits locked onto their screens, watching the line movements and seeing everything that happens. And I know you're a big advantage player and you use the sharp books to your advantage. And describe for the viewers what you call a sharp book.
Well, basically a sharp book, in my opinion, is a book that I can't beat. First thing I want to tell people, get as many outs as you possibly can. And when you get as many outs as you possibly can, you chart your plays at each and every book. Now, back before the United States changed the rules, I was able to bet at Pinnacle, I was able to bet Matchbook, and you name it all. Some people are still able to do that, getting around it, but it's not supposed to be done in the United States. But even if you don't have accounts at those places, just take a look at what you want to bet and see who has the best number. And if one of the sharper books has the best number, chances are you want to make a lesser bet on that game or look at the other side. And maybe, I'm not saying bet the other side, but maybe lay off on that. And for example, yesterday Matchbook. Matchbook's a betting exchange out of England. They had the Dodgers at minus 270 where everybody else had 300. They had the Dodgers at 290 when everybody else was at 320. Now, granted, it was one day and the Dodgers lost, but they were a 3-1 favorite. And you don't see too many wise guys betting into 3-1 favorites. And so I always take a look at what the sharp places do. And, to our credit and to your credit, most of the guys we've had from the sports books here in Las Vegas are the sharp books I look at. Jerry's makes an opinion. They do very well. Chris Andrews is over at the South Point right now. South Point's tough to beat. The Westgate's tough to beat. So the places that are tough to beat are the ones I want to be on the same side of. And you can look at those in town, and you can also look at the discount places offshore, which is Pinnacle, which is 8-cent lines. And like I said, the betting exchanges, Betfair and Matchbook.
Yeah, and when you talk about the offshore and on the strip, you and I always talk about it. Everybody knows probably the squarest book offshore is Bodog/Bovada. They have the recreational players, and you'll see the favorite there pumped up more often than not. And we still have that same thing here in Vegas. There's nothing wrong with the casino. It's just that because of where the casino's at, they have an app and they have a lot of local properties. They get the casual bettors in at their property. And the casual bettor, it's human nature. They're going to bet the favorites and they're going to bet the overs. That's just what they do. And that's stationed. So a lot of times, if you are a sharp bettor, you're looking, if you're going to bet a dog, most likely you're heading to stations here in town because that's where you're going to find the best number for an underdog play.
Well, just not stations, but you have Boyd properties, and you also have William Hill properties, and they are all around the state. So anybody is in Ely, Nevada, wants to go place a bet, he's going to place a bet at William Hill. And he's just placing a bet for enjoyment, and he's probably betting a $20 parlay. So those places, for the most part, not that they're not a sharp book, it's just the people that they deal to are not the sharpest bettors.
Absolutely, and it's good to use as, you don't want to use it as your only handicapping tool. There's too many people that, it's become, in vogue to chase steam, Remember, when you're chasing steam, you're getting the worst of it because it's like getting to the train station after the train already left. You're always going to pay a premium for it. But you can see the indicators early in the day with the handicapping and see where some of the lines are moving, that you can try to get ahead of it at these lesser books that maybe take a little bit longer to get to the number. 10 years ago, it was a lot different. Now it's instant. Somebody moves a line. A lot of books, unfortunately, move on air as well to follow suit. It's not actually money doing it, so you can't get to the place and beat the move. But with all of the apps that are around town and all of the offshore sports books, if you're doing your work, and this is something that it is work. It's a business, and not only for us because, obviously we sell picks too, but we bet for a living first and foremost. And people ask me how long I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, I'm going to be doing this till I'm not betting anymore because I'm doing the work. So if I'm doing the work for myself to be betting, I'm going to share that information with other people. And you put the work in, you can still find the numbers and use them to your advantage. And maybe even if it doesn't put you on a winner, if it takes you off of a loser, just, you don't switch sides, but it's enough to get you, hey, you know what? I wasn't that strong on that play. I'm not going to use it. If you save minus 110, or if it's in baseball, you save minus 130, that's even better than winning one unit whenever you're saving, a loss plus the juice.
And what's important to note about these sharper books, they can be beat, but they're beat on the overnights, they're beat early. If you're waiting until day of the game on Saturday afternoon to bet a college football game at the Westgate, you're getting the worst of it. They've already moved that number to where their wise guys, the people that they expect to win, have it right there. So if they've got the best number right before the game time, chances are you should lessen your bet if you still like that side.
All right, good stuff, Brian. And we'll continue to do these information videos, handicapping, to help you guys along with doing handicapping on your own and make you a sharper, better yourselves. And guys, hey, if you do need help, check out the Weekend All Access at WagerTalk.com. It's one of the best deals in sports betting. You can get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 big days, just $69. Pick your favorite capper, get all of his plays Thursday through Monday with the Weekend All Access at WagerTalk.com. We'll be back with more right here at WagerTalk.